By this time next week, Nashville will have a new mayor.
But tonight, both candidates are going to the extremes to reach every voter, including some unconventional means. Chris Conti is live downtown, and Chris, a lot at stake here next week.
And Vicki, political analysts say that's because this next mayor could possibly shape the next 8 years of this city's future. And that's because there has not been a mayor in the 60-year history of this city that has not been reelected once they were in office. All of that as these candidates make the final push for the finish line.
4:17 is the time here on Sports Night.
If politics were a game,
we will be joined by Nashville mayoral candidate David Fox.
Then one might consider this the last quarter.
Fans are really worried about the whole Titans.
At the last place you would ever expect politics to be discussed.
The ownership of the Titans is stable, that they, continue to expect to be the long-term owners of the franchise.
Since last week, Megan Barry and David Fox have both made multiple appearances on 102.5 The Game.
Taxpayers invested a lot of money in both stadiums,
ensuring that no political stone is left unturned.
I think that conversation with Steve and with the ownership is to also say, hey, you all need to be putting a team on the field that we can all get excited about.
A big part of our economy is sports.
But Walters is the station's owner. Sports may be their specialty.
How candidates think about the sporting economy.
But in this town, he knows that sports eventually get political.
It's important for our listeners to know the candidates.
Especially when it comes to things like the Titan Stadium or Bridgestone Arena.
I know our people were glad that they came because they got to ask questions that you wouldn't normally hear.
All this comes as both campaigns have gone on the attack using different airwaves.
He's protecting Nashville from Megan Barry.
Now he's attacking me? That's not the Nashville way.
It's tight. The polls indicate it's tight.
News Channel 5 political analyst Pat Nolan believes at this stage in the game,
it's kind of free-earned media. It's not like having to buy ads.
Any publicity matters.
Either way, it's kind of an historic election.
As both candidates continue their drive to score a political touchdown.
Stay tuned. You're listening to Sports Night.
Early voting ends tomorrow. Regular voting gets underway on Thursday morning. We are live downtown this evening. Chris Conti, News Channel 5 HD.